It ain't even like a competition for me.
It's not. Yeah, it may not be a competition, but that's how you come off. Because you will not give up your opinion on things, even to this day. If you would sit back and be like, you know what, maybe he's right. Like you will not take the time to look at yourself sometimes.
I feel like
Now you are doing that a lot more, but I feel like when I tell you something, you kind of be like, well, nigga, you ain't doing this. You ain't doing X, Y, and Z. Or,
that goes both ways.
yeah, but, okay, I'll give you that.
Because you don't even you don't sit back and look at yourself. You just sit back and say, well, she thinks she's right, so I'm just going to back down. It's never like, maybe I should sit back and think about how I'm wrong too.
But I'm always the wrong one.
I'm never the right one to me. I'm only the right one to you because you say, oh, she just wants to be right. No. And I'm just arguing a point, okay? And no. I feel like you don't listen to it, so I keep repeating it.
Nigga,
and it's not like I want to win. It's just like you just literally just don't want to listen to me. Nigga. And you feel the same way about me. And so that's the miscommunication in itself.
Yeah, I would say that. And I just feel like I felt like you were just a selfish ass person.
Me too.
Shit. I guess we gonna sip to that.
Hey, it's Tamesia.
And I'm Omar, and you're listening and watching Marriage No Chaser.
We're going to share with you our uncut version of marriage from our own experiences and what marriage is teaching us every day.
And to start off like every episode, we're going to take a shot.
I'm so sick of this.
This was your idea.
Was it?
Every time.
Me?
Yes.
I hate it.
Come here. You have an eyelash, beautiful. Make a wish. Really? Oh, I gave up.
Oh. Oh. I be wheezing when I laugh. Anyway.
So, on this week's episode, it's... Are you still attracted to me?
Yeah. That's the topic, you mean?
Yeah, that's the topic.
I feel like you said this week's episode, it's, are you still attracted to me? I guess it is the same thing. It sounded like you were just asking me randomly. I don't know.
Are you still attracted to me?
No, I was kidding.
See how she do me?
No, basically, we're just going to talk about, how in marriage we go through periods where we kind of, I guess, aren't attracted to each other. Or like...
You lose the spark.
The spark.
How do you want to start this?
I mean, I guess we can start by like saying, I don't know, I guess in marriage, if you are married, or if you're not married.
Or even in relationships.
Yeah, that too. Long-term relationships. You kind of start to lose your spark. We start, I don't know. For us, it was like we both changed a lot. And we weren't really communicating. We also didn't have a lot of time together because of our jobs.
Yeah.
Mostly your job, but...
Yeah, I would say like our first biggest thing was like we said before in previous episodes, was like moving to Vegas and then having a child. And us having to change the way we were going about things.
Well, everything just happened at once.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we were high school sweethearts. We had graduated. It was just us, I had just moved in with you and your mom, and then we got married, and then boom, I was gone for like a month and a half. No, basically it's 2.5 months.
2.5 months.
Plus my tech school was a month and a half. So
It's
like
4 or 5 months. Because you did
4 months.
You did take that break for Christmas.
It was like a week, wasn't it?
Something
in the middle of tech school, yeah. But it even was weird then, wasn't it? Like our connection was weird. I mean, being apart from someone, that happens anyway. But I think everything changed because when we moved to Vegas, first we were married. We didn't see each other the whole time except for like the first 4 months of our marriage. Mm-hmm. And then we moved to Vegas, and then I was pregnant. And then when you left while I was pregnant, you came back after like 6 months.
So we pretty much spent like a year of like...
Our first year of marriage was apart.
Yeah. And that like... It changed us because like...
Well, we were different coming out of basic training and being apart that much. Like we were totally different people in a year. So it was kind of like we never really got to know each other over again. It was just like you were working mid shift and I was working days, and it was like, hey, bye, see you later. And we just like, just basically life events, and we didn't really, like I said, we didn't communicate.
Yeah, we didn't. I mean, that's like the biggest thing. Like we really just, we communicated, but it wasn't like that. Like we wouldn't communicate like you said. We were saying, hi, goodbye, love you.
We didn't even have real conversations. Like right now, we have like just random like deep conversations like we do on here. We do it all the time. Yeah. Then we barely had nothing to talk about when we were together. It was just kind of like
just literally just
like strangers. Roommates.
Just like being
roommates. Are strangers.
Like we were literally just.
We were roommates. Like, hey, help me out with this other half of the rent. Cool.
Yeah. Like literally, like I would say that was like the first.
That was
couple of years.
Like in Vegas. At least. So you got the 2014, and you didn't come back till end of 2014, and then like 2 years of us just kind of existing and
going through the motions
and taking each other for granted in some ways. Mm-hmm. So I mean. We weren't communicating, like I say, like every time that we weren't really voicing what we were feeling. And then I felt like you didn't care about the fact that I was by myself with Tamara all the time. I felt like every time you got a chance, you were gone instead of home. Like every time you were off work, you decided to leave. And I get it now because it's just like easier to not be there than be there and everything be just how it was. Mm-hmm. Just cold and like just like roommates. Like it was.
Yeah, like we were just so distant from each other. Like it's just crazy. Like we actually really took each other for granted, and we really never communicated. Like that is the biggest thing for us. Like now we kind of communicate. Actually, we communicate like 10 times better than we
went from like zero communication to actual communication.
Yeah, it's this is dope, like being able to communicate to each other like we do now.
There were attempts to communicate, but it was like accusing each other and like attacking each other.
Yeah. We did like have our good moments during that time where we saw like our potential as far as the relationship. But then it was like looking back, like it was like a fucking roller coaster ride. We would have our high moments and we would have our low moments, and then when we're in our low moments, like it was, for me at least, it felt like forever. But then we would get back on the high note, and then we would ride that high, and then we would go back low. It was just constantly up and down, having the same issues of just everything, like just taking care of things around the house, to the lack of sex, everything. it was just crazy in my opinion.
Looking back, it's like,
how toxic we were.
Why were we even together? Just going through the motions, like, for so long too.
Yeah, like it. If you really like take a look back at our relationship, like we should. I'm surprised we didn't end in divorce.
Because we would have.
Because like we were just. It was just ridiculous. Like we would never. Like you said, I was never home. I would always, I'd get off work and I'll go hang out and go party and stuff. Because it was easier.
Yeah, like I said.
And then you would just be at home with Tamar, and you and Tamar were building your bond. And I was just like...
We had no choice but to bond. It was just us.
Yeah, I was just like, pretty much fuck y'all.
But even then, even back then, like it is now, as soon as you were around, Tamar was all over you. So it's never like you guys didn't have a relationship. It was just like when you were there, and then you weren't there. He was still okay. Like he was so young that he kind of, I don't know if it really affected him. But I know when you were there, it was like you could tell he missed you.
Yeah.
But this isn't about Tamar.
But that, I mean, just our life events during that time, it was just so much... It was just so new. Like, I think we keep beating a dead horse on it, but...
I don't know why you went back and said our life events, but yeah.
It's just crazy, like, to really just, sit down and actually think about everything we've been through in this relationship. As far as, like...
The phases?
Yeah. There was a lot of, like... ego and self-esteem issues that we were going through too. Go ahead.
I don't know. For me, it was a lot of me. I just didn't think that you cared. Like you weren't there. You didn't care to be there. So I just figured like he's just here to be here. And I guess we just gonna be going through the motions. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe it was just Tamar. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to deal with Tamar and kind of ignore you. Because you weren't there a lot anyway. So it's not like it mattered if I ignored you. Like, it was just easier for me to just focus solely on Tamar. And if you were around, then you were around.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that. But then I'm also the same way. Like, I felt you didn't care about me and my needs either. So,
that song from the TikTok thing.
I don't have TikTok, so I don't know.
No, the song. Never mind.
Yeah, you're just having
it's
a
like,
moment.
You don't care.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sick of hearing that fucking song. I only got TikTok, and that's why you sing around the house.
You don't give it.
And you just singing on here.
Because every time you do something stupid, I start singing that. But that's what you just say. So I don't think you cared at all.
Bro, I swear you didn't. It was like...
And it's playing in the background of my head.
Anyway, I want to get my
Sorry, go ahead.
God. But, yeah, like, I definitely feel like you didn't care about me. Like, you poured all your energy into our son.
Mm-hmm.
Even when I was around.
That's what I said.
Damn.
I'm just saying.
I know what you said, but shit, I'm trying to get my train of thought off too. Shit.
All right.
But, you just threw my
No, you said I felt like you did that. I was like, well, I literally just told you that's what I did.
No, nigga, like you, okay. You really did just pour your energy into him and nothing into your husband. Like, at all. Like, you literally... I don't know what it was. I could have sworn you just despised my black ass.
Same, because you didn't want to be there, so...
No, that's not even true, though. Like
that's what I felt, though.
Okay. But even when I was around, like, you wouldn't do anything for me.
I wouldn't say that.
Okay.
There were occasions things were okay. It's not like I wouldn't at all.
Yeah, occasions after me begging and creating a... Like, this is how it was.
It make it sound like you was on your knees.
No,
like,
no.
Love me.
but it was like it was more anger though, and it sucked because I had to get to a dark place and an angry place and go crazy in the house for you to even pay attention to me or even acknowledge that.
But it was negative attention, so.
Yeah, but I mean, like, why did I have to go to that length in order for you to even notice me?
Because we didn't know how to communicate.
But even when I did communicate, like, yo, this is how I feel, and you would just be like, fuck it, I don't care about it.
That's not exactly how it would come out. It would be like yelling at me and be like...
No. It wouldn't be like that all the time, though. I'd be like, yo, like, we would have communication. Like, I'd be like, I'll do something along the lines of, like, yo, I need attention. Okay, I got you. No attention, nothing. And then, no attention or affection. Because that's like my big thing. And then when I tell you that, you're just like, okay, I'm going to get to it when I get to it. Because tomorrow needs me more than you do. And then I would blow up, go crazy. And then I would be like, then you would be like, okay, well, now you can get a little bit of attention from me after I, like, said it. And then it would just, the cycle would repeat. Bro, that's it? This all I get? That's it? That's crazy. That's hella crazy.
I just feel like I already said what I felt, and so that's why I reacted the way I did. I mean... I don't know what else to say. Part of me doesn't remember exactly my thought process back then. I just know that's how I felt the majority of the time. It was just like, why should I care about him when he doesn't care? Because it's not like you made an effort to show that you cared. You just complained about what you didn't get.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I guess. No. I just gonna... No. I think you're... How do I say this? I think you're forgetting... Like, okay, so... In my head... Me doing things around the house, especially when you're gone, and taking care of Tamar, and just leaving you the hell alone sometimes... I felt that was, like, good enough. Like, as much as you say that I didn't care about you, like... It can be little things like... For me, it's little things. Like, you know, I go to the gas station on the way home. Like, I automatically think to get you something. And I still do that shit to this day. But vice versa, you're in the same situation. Nigga, you totally forget about me.
We're speaking past tense. Because I definitely don't do that now.
Well, nigga, you don't be going to the store to grab some... without me now, so
now I don't get credit for when I do grab you stuff.
Okay, I'll give you credit now. But back then, like, nigga, like, it was like I never exist in your world.
Well, not to discredit the things that you did do, but you did the things that you thought were gonna make me feel appreciated, which, I mean, yeah, that would be some of it, but at the end of the day, what I needed was more of you trying to...
Nigga, why are you sitting like this?
Because my back hurts. Okay. I'm trying to think. Like, I just felt like I need stuff like this. Like, where we speak and have real conversation and we connect. We didn't do any of that. So I felt no connection to you. So, as far as me just forgetting to grab you something at the store, like, that's just me being busy and me forgetting like I always do. But just because you remember don't mean I'll be remembering. I just be trying to get what I need to get and get out because I don't like people. Like, I just don't like being out in the store, period. Especially if I have Tamar with me.
Nigga, you literally just be forgetting about me, though. Like, I don't... It can be anything. Like, it is more than just a store.
Well, you just mentioned that. That's why I said that.
Like, throughout the whole beginning part of our relationship, like, nigga, you literally forgot about me.
Okay, and you didn't really care about me either. So are we gonna go blame Tamesia today, or is like...
Never mind. I'm not gonna blame you.
Well, I'm just saying you keep harping on you didn't care. Well, are we talking about us and how we were disconnected together? Like, why is this about just me?
I mean, you be saying, okay, go
Is
ahead.
it all my fault? Is that what we're talking about right now?
No, I'm just saying, like.
I'm just mean.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like.
No, I just feel like I just need to get my shit off and my train of thought off, and that's.
And I let you, and then you want me to have a response. And the only thing I can really say is that I just was not happy.
Nigga,
like I can't answer for what happened back then.
But I'm saying, like, your response is shaking, literally blinking or shaking your head, or okay.
What am I supposed to say? Me back then, I am sorry.
I don't know.
Because I don't exactly remember why I did what I did or why things were the way they were exactly. But you keep saying stuff and then looking at me for me to say something. I ain't got nothing else to say besides, yeah, we were both very unhappy. Okay. Like, what did you want me to say?
I don't know. I just feel like you should be saying more than you are.
Like about what exactly?
I don't know. I feel like you should have more interaction with
what you're saying. You keep saying that I didn't show you affection, I didn't care. And I'm saying, yeah, I felt like you didn't care either.
But you're not explaining. Like, never mind. Go ahead. We can move on.
You just literally were not there. And when you decided to be there, it was like arguing about what you felt like you didn't get in the relationship. But I obviously wasn't getting anything either in return.
Okay. We can move on.
I really just want to understand what you were trying to do.
What do you mean?
Like, what did you want me to say?
I don't want you to say anything.
I mean,
I don't know what I don't know. Can we just move on?
Okay.
We also had a lot of like forgetting why we started.
Well, yeah, I would forget if I'm stuck in a bad place. You kind of just, why are we here? Why are we even together?
Yeah, why are we together? I'm just asking a question. It was just a question. Okay. Cool.
What do you mean, why are we together?
I wanted to hear your side of why you think we're together. Like, what? It was just.
I was just like, dang. It's just so we done or
I never
what?
said that. See,
I don't know.
Now you're just throwing words.
Why we make it through this,
nigga?
Is that what you're
saying? Why
saying?
are we together? That is the question I asked you. So answer that question. Like you're.
Well, we met one day in high school.
Okay, bro. I'm about
fell
to walk
in love.
Out of this
like I don't understand what you're. I don't understand the. I don't understand the question.
So the question. So why did we? Why? Like, what is our start? Why did we start? Why do we continue fighting so much? What is your why for staying in this relationship as long as you did?
That's what I literally just said. It's like, so you mean like, how did we get through all this and why are we still here? Is that what you're saying?
Oh my gosh. Can you just answer the question?
I'm asking you if that's what you're asking.
Sure.
I don't know. I feel like a lot of it had to do with us. I feel like I was at the end and then you were just like, I'm going on this deployment. And I was like, okay, cool. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, that's plenty of time for me to figure out if I don't even need this nigga or not because he'll be gone for like 8 months. And then you were like, you should come with me. I can't just do that. Well, no. I told you that they announced that they needed some people to go to the same place you were going. And I was like, they just said people from our squadron are going to the same place that you're going. You were like, well, why don't you come with me? And I was like, what about tomorrow? You're like, wouldn't it be better if we both just go now? Because... And I was like, yeah, literally, because I probably go right after you because I'm due for a deployment pretty soon too, probably. And so I went. I feel like we spent a lot of one-on-one time, which changed a lot. I felt like we would have gone on the same... We would have been doing the same thing until one of us got sick, or both of us got sick of it.
Oh, I didn't know you were done with
I mean, I don't know if you agree or not.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if we didn't go on that deployment together, the only reason I asked you to go on that deployment wasn't to fix our relationship.
Yeah,
it was literally just to secure more money.
I was gonna ask you why.
It had nothing to do with us fixing our relationship.
I never even thought about fixing it though. I was just like,
whatever happens, happens.
Well, if I go, at least we'll experience our first deployment together. I don't know. I didn't really think, oh, this is time to fix things. I didn't really think anything.
Yeah, I definitely didn't think anything. Well, I definitely was just like, yo, we're here for one thing, and that's to secure the bag. If we fuck around and don't make it at the end, then shit, we just fuck around and don't make it. That was like my thought process.
Well, that was apparent when I got there.
Pretty much.
You're like, you didn't even know me.
I mean, nigga, like I said, like.
But it was, before we left, it wasn't even like we were in a bad place. We were in a pretty decent place. And then we were talking every day. And then I got there 2 weeks after you. And I literally walked up to your little dorm room and you were like, hi. And I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, we were in a decent place.
But all of a sudden, you was like, give me the cold shoulder.
Yeah, we were communicating better. And that was making you happy. But I was still not getting.
We were not communicating.
You literally just said we were communicating.
I said we were doing better. I said we were in a better place. I never said we were communicating better. We were just in a better place because, I don't know, we just were.
Like, I was not in a better place with you. Like, I could care less if you came on that deployment. Or I could care less at the time if we were together in that relationship.
Well, that part was confusing. Because we had brought Tamar home with your mom. Mm-hmm. And then we came back and we did spend like a week just us.
It wasn't just us though. We were literally partying the whole time. So,
but I mean, it wasn't like we were dealing with Tamar or anything. Like we were together. First of all, we never spent that much time together. Like the whole forever that we were married. Like, so that was the most time we had been around each other. Not necessarily one-on-one time. So I was like, okay, at least we weren't fighting until we got there, or I got there and you were mad. I don't even remember why. I don't even know if you even told me why.
Probably not.
You were just like, I don't want you here. Then why the heck did you tell me to come here? Like, it's too late now. I'm here. I don't know, you was having the time of your life for like a week or something. It wasn't
about the time of my life, my nigga. It was just, I don't know, man. It was just like, for the first time, I was away from everything and everyone, if that makes sense.
So why did you continue to like keep in contact with me? If you wanted to blow me off, why didn't you do it before I got there? Because literally we were texting and talking to each other every day while you were there, and
I don't know.
It was just weird to me the way that went down. I mean, obviously we didn't stay that way the whole deployment, but that was just something weird. But yeah, basically, through all of that, we forgot, like, why we were in love, why we were together. And I feel like that deployment kind of reminded us why we even liked each other.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, we got to know each other again. I feel like we were different people than we were before we got married. And so we kind of got to know each other.
Yes.
And then came Amaya.
We got to know each other real well. A little too well.
Yeah.
And I think another reason, like, I don't know if this is necessarily for us, but it could be for you guys or whatever, for losing the spark, like, physical looks. Let me not say that for everybody, but I feel like for you, I feel like me, the way I am physically, like, you weren't attracted to me anymore.
I can't. Okay, we do this all the time. So I feel like
I just want you to tell me.
I feel like I'm not shallow. I feel like that's not my first thought about anything. It's more about the fact that the way you treated me first over anything. Mm-hmm. It's just like, that was unattractive. It doesn't matter what you looked like, what you look like. It never was about that for me. So, as much as you can keep saying that's what it is, I mean, y'all think that's what it is? What's up? Because apparently that's what it is. That's what it looks like. Because I get accused of this so much.
I wouldn't say like, you get accused. I just asked you the question, and I feel like...
A lot after I already answered it.
Nah, I feel like you just be beating around the bush. And
no, it is not because of your physical looks, Omar.
I mean, yeah, I mean, would you say for me? I mean, like, nah, I don't think physical looks played a part.
What you mean?
For you?
No, I don't think so. You don't act like it.
Yeah, I be all over your ass and you still tell me that.
For me, it's my physical looks, though. After having 2 kids, I feel uncomfortable with myself.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Well, I'm just saying that could be... I don't know. I feel uncomfortable with me, but I've never thought that you didn't like my physical appearance. Because you've never showed a sign of that. I just am not happy with it.
Yeah, and then you...
And before y'all start saying I'm skinny, I didn't gain no weight, it's not even about that. It's like the stretch marks. It's just stuff that's changed underneath my clothing that I don't like.
I love it all. I love them tiger socks and everything.
I hate it, but I'm learning to not hate it so much. Maybe we'll do something like that. Like an episode on that. I will do something like that. I don't know.
I was about to say, I hate myself too, but...
I don't say I hate myself. Well, I mean, that's kind of, at one point, that's what it was. But that wasn't my physical. It was just me, period. I was at a point where I hated myself. But that's another story. Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, it's hard.
Another story again.
It's hard to believe that someone else is attracted to you. I see that is true, though. I feel like you don't like me as a person, or you didn't like me as a person.
No,
because you would always
Oh, sorry.
Well, that solves that issue. I know that now.
Okay, I wouldn't say hate because that's too strong.
No, I started just feeling insecure of who I was because I was like, clearly this fool doesn't want to be around me, so it's got to be me. Like,
you have a very strong personality, and like, we are both 2 dominant personalities
in different ways.
Yes.
So I'm not like that with everyone, no.
Yeah, but you are when you're with me, so I'm not talking about everybody else.
I'm just saying, your dominant personality is more obvious than mine, so people who don't realize that won't know. Yeah. They're like, what the hell are you talking about? She's quiet and nice. Bruh. Nigga. That's why I had to say it, because, like...
Nigga, she is not as nice as y'all niggas be... Don't, know. Anyway, back to what I was saying, but, like... No. Nigga, I lost my train of fucking thought. Yeah, bro, like, it was just ridiculous. Like, it was 2 headstrong people clashing. And, nigga, I would just be like, yo, fuck it, you win.
No, you would not.
Yes, get the fuck out of here. Nigga, I would literally be like, yo, fuck it.
After things go freaking insane.
Yeah, after things go insane.
After things blow up times 1,000.
And then I'm just
because we both be like, I'm not backing down.
Yeah, and then I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna back down. And then I feel like you started letting that shit go to your head.
No.
I'm telling you
I feel like the more it happened, the more defeated I felt inside.
With me letting you win, you felt defeated?
No, it wasn't like I didn't feel like you let me win. I never realized any of the ending. I just know things went to blows, and I just felt like shit afterwards. It's not like, oh, I won, because I didn't think I won, because we just fucking went crazy. I never thought, that's a win. Nigga, let me write that down in my notebook.
Nigga, I swear.
Tamesia 5,000, Omar 0. Like,
I swear to you, that's how it was.
That's how you think of me. That's why, or thought of me. I don't know. Probably still think. Yeah. Okay.
I still think of you like that.
It ain't even like a competition for me.
It's not. It may not be a competition, but that's how you come off. because you will not give up your opinion on things, even to this day. If you would sit back and be like, you know what, maybe he's right. Like you will not take the time to look at yourself sometimes.
I feel like
now you are doing that a lot more, but I feel like when I tell you something, you kind of be like, well, nigga, you ain't doing this. You ain't doing X, Y, and Z. Or,
that goes both ways.
yeah, but, okay, I'll give you that.
Because you don't even you don't sit back and look at yourself. You just sit back and say, well, she thinks she's right, so I'm just going to back down. It's never like, maybe I should sit back and think about how I'm wrong, too.
But I'm always the wrong one.
I'm never the right one to me. I'm only the right one to you because you say, oh, she just wants to be right. No. And I'm just arguing a point, okay? And no. I feel like you don't listen to it, so I keep repeating it.
Nigga, I will
And it's
listen.
not like I want to win. It's just like you just literally just don't want to listen to me.
Nigga.
And you feel the same way about me. And so that's the miscommunication in itself.
Yeah, I would say that. And I just feel like I felt like you were just a selfish ass person.
Me too.
Shit. I guess we gonna sip to that.
That goes to miscommunication in itself because both of us were thinking the other person was real selfish and didn't care about our feelings. We did more yelling our feelings than really expressing and trying to understand each other's feelings.
Yeah, but the difference is I would listen. Like you even still do listen. No, you even still do it to this day. You be having your pink headphones, that's what you call the dumb shit you do now? And you just be making shit up in your head?
No, that was in the book that we read, right? It was like it's like women have the pink headphones, men have the blue headphones, and women speak from like women language. Like one thing that you say, I interpret totally different as a woman. And you're just trying to say the grass is green. And I'm thinking you're saying.
That's a very bad.
That was a bad one.
Nigga, what?
You're trying to say.
Nigga, so the words when I tell you something, you make shit up in your head.
It really don't be me making it up. That's just how I hear it. That's how I interpret it. And other women will hear it the same way.
Nigga,
it's not just me.
Listen,
this is stupid. But it's not just me. It's just the way it translates in our brains.
Yes, and I'm just like, nigga, I never said any of this.
Cause like if it be like me and my friend be like, wow, you just gonna talk to her like that? You know, like I was just asking her if she wants to eat or not. Like why?
I'd be like, nigga, like that shit happens even to. I'd be like, yo, like I never said any of this, and you just look at me, and I'd be like, nigga, I never said this. And you just like that shit.
But you didn't have to. It was implied.
And I'm like, no, nigga, like, that's not what I said.
But I feel like I'm trying to understand that maybe you really don't mean some of the stuff.
Nigga,
that
I don't mean the shit I be saying.
So I'm like, okay, try again. Try wording it differently so I can understand. And that takes a lot of patience and a lot of understanding and a lot of listening, active listening. And, you know, trying to argue to come to a common ground versus trying to win.
Yes. And okay, so I just want you to take the words that I'm saying as the words that I'm saying.
I feel like that's just a male-female miscommunication that I don't think it'll ever change.
Because I feel like when you say something, I don't interpret it different than the words you say.
You do.
No. I don't think that. Mm-hmm. Okay. We can agree to
like when I be arguing my point, you think I'm just trying to be right, and I feel all big-headed after the argument, and I'm feeling defeated and sad because we just argued, and you're thinking I'm like, hell yeah, I won this one.
Yes, but that I'm not taking what you're saying and flipping it to fucking fit your narrative.
It's not fitting my narrative. It's literally just what I get from it. Like that's
bro. Like if I could give a fucking example, like, I wish I could give an example because I cannot think of one. But nigga, you just be like, you do this shit now. You just be flipping shit, and I just be looking at you like, nigga, I never said none of this. Like, it can be like, we should go to the gym. Oh, so I'm fat now. What? I never said that.
What was said beforehand, though? What were we talking about beforehand?
But it can...
Was I like, ooh, I'm feeling a little weird. I don't like myself. And then you started telling me I look nice. You say, well, go to the gym. Then I'm like, yeah, I'm fat because you just told me that.
I never said that, though. Like, I never said... I'm like, yo, like, if you feel that you're not attractive or you want your body to be at a certain point, well, let's just go to the gym together. So you don't like who I am? What the fuck?
I mean, I'm not that bad.
Okay.
I would go to the gym.
But I'm saying, this is an example, but I'm saying, I'm like, nigga, what the fuck?
I feel like that's just a miscommunication between...
No,
like,
that's just females making shit up in their damn head.
What I'm saying is between males and females that we will never resolve ourselves. If anyone knows the answer to this question, let us know because we have not figured it out.
This nigga be out here making shit up. That should be funny, though.
It's funny now because we do better at communicating and figuring out what the hell you meant to say.
Nah, nigga, I just be like, nigga, I didn't say that.
And then we try to word it a different way.
I guess, yeah, you're right.
I had a burp.
Okay.
You looked at me like I was tripping, like I was gonna throw up or something.
No, but
anyway,
we didn't take a shot, so.
It went down the wrong way, okay?
All right, so some ways to...
in saying all of that...
okay, go ahead, then.
In saying all that, we've figured out some ways to kind of prevent that from ever happening again, hopefully. Like, it's been, what, 2 years of decent communication and only getting better from there.
Yeah, I would say about 2.5, 3 years.
Because there was a time period. Yeah, I would
we were
say
in
2 years.
A real dark place when we were in Vegas. And now, I would say the biggest thing that helped us was going to marriage counseling.
Yep.
And having go ahead.
That's low-key the answer to fixing some of the miscommunications where you say something and I hear it a different way. Like, I feel like in counseling, you would say what you feel, right? And then the counselor would be like, and then, well, how do you feel about that? I'd be like, well, this is how I feel. It's like, can you see why she thought that maybe if you word it this way, it'll help her understand what you're trying to say. Because I understand what you're trying to say, but she's seeing it this way. Mm-hmm. And then you learn, like, this is how I feel. And stop using what's the word? I don't want to say accusatory.
I think it is accusatory.
I don't think that's a word.
I'm poor with the English language. So.
Like, words that feel like they're being attacked.
Attacking.
It's just like, it's like, instead of saying, I feel like you, it's just like, I feel like this way because of this. Not, you did this to make me feel.
Not blaming the other person for.
Which we still suck at sometimes. Like, I feel like we did that earlier.
I feel like we. No, I definitely feel like we do that, but then we communicate our way out of that. Like, we communicate more after that, if that makes sense.
We trying to rewind and go back and like, okay, where did we go wrong?
Yeah.
Or we just let the shit go because honestly, sometimes we just be arguing about stuff that either already happened, like we were earlier in the episode, literally arguing about something that's over, or arguing about something stupid like who left the milk out, like.
Nigga, because...
Oh my God.
Nigga.
See?
No, it's because I always get blamed for everything. Like, nigga, it can be anything. And your first instinct is to blame me or the dogs.
You are the dogs can't take the milk out. We're talking about milk.
Okay, but I'm just saying
you're the only other person usually, and I know my mom's here, it's different. But before, it's like,
even
okay,
your
who else
here.
took the milk out? It wasn't me. Unless I really did, I just forgot. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, who else did it? Like, it.
Nigga, you forget majority of the time and still blame me. And I'd be like, nigga, no, I didn't do that. And you'd be like, yes, you did. And we'll go back and forth. And then I'd be like,
but you know what I try to do now?
Nigga, you're the only person that ate cereal. So you had to take the milk out. And you know what I did? And I'm like, no apologies.
But you be getting so butthurt over that. Like, it's that serious. Like, you being accused of leaving the milk out is the end of the fucking world.
No.
But now.
No, okay, so now, let me. Okay, so now, it's mostly just you accusing me, and I'm like, dog, cut that shit out. Stop accusing me for shit because you need to look at yourself. Is she on the phone? Yeah, I think your mom is on the phone. She loud as hell.
She always loud. Anyway.
But you're... Nigga, I just be fed up with you accusing me.
But you know...
Of course I'm going to get
that
mad.
started so many arguments, and then it turns like, you accuse me of this and this and this, and you just be shitting on me all the time, and da-da-da-da.
Well, nigga, stop accusing me for everything.
But it turns to something bigger, and we end up blowing up arguing about something that's not related.
Yes.
But what I do now...
But... It's because you keep accusing me for everything.
Well, anyway.
Go ahead. You know what? My feelings don't
What
matter.
I do now to avoid that small argument, well, I try to. I still end up doing it sometimes. But I just be like, you know what? The milk's out. I'm just going to put it away. I don't need to say nothing about it. It's getting put away now. Because if I say something about it, then he going to be like, you always blame me. And we end up in some big old argument and talking in circles. And then it'd be wasting time. Because are we going to divorce over some milk? No. Nigga, why argue about it?
Because it's not about the milk. It's about the principle. It's about being accused for every little thing.
That's just an example I used. But
I'm saying
it was the bad example.
No, but it's...
Because it's bigger than milk.
Okay, no, because shit rolls downhill. When you're accused 95% of the time for shit, the shit gets annoying. That's why things blow up. Damn, nigga.
But it don't even be shit that matters. It'd be like, yo, socks
it
on the floor.
may not matter, but... That's the thing. It's not about it mattering. It's about that you constantly accuse me of things. And see, you're using your pink headphones and rubbing your forehead and not fucking listening.
I'm listening. I just don't understand why we're doing this. Because I was just trying to use an example. But yeah.
But I'm trying to get my shit off, and you're just like,
listening.
No, this is what's going on. Because I'm trying to get my shit off, and you're just like, but.
You see what I'm trying to make a transition in the episode.
See, bro, go ahead.
But you can finish. See? But the reason why I'm doing this is because this is gonna go longer.
Bruh,
but you need to do that, like, right?
You're not. We need to go back to therapy because you ain't doing. You're not listening again.
I'm listening. Why can't I put my hand on my forehead while I'm listening?
Because it feels like
I don't care.
Exactly.
I apologize. Because I would feel the same way. I really would. I'm being real. I apologize on camera. I'm working on my apologies. They're actually coming out a lot more.
Yeah. It's like 17.
Almost like I know how to apologize all my life and just didn't.
See, and that's where the blame shit comes from.
What? Blame?
You never take fucking responsibility for your actions and your side of the relationship.
I'm working on it.
And you see, all right, nigga.
What?
More prevention.
What did I do now?
More prevention.
What I was trying to do was say to prevent these type of things from happening. I was like, we need to have better communication on both sides.
Yeah, and we still need to work on that, as you can see throughout this episode. All this shit is just sensitive subjects for both of us.
I mean, it wasn't that sensitive for me at all.
Nigga, it just...
And only when you started I feel like you was accusing me of something that happened 3 years ago.
Nigga, I just be wanting you to...
And I was like, dang, this is turning into a Bash Tamesia episode, but okay. I felt away, a little triggered.
No, I just...
But we got out of it.
I just be wanting you to hold yourself accountable for shit.
I was saying we both were in the wrong. I wasn't going to go deep into it because I didn't want to spend a whole hour again on...
Okay, you're right.
An episode. But then you needed to say what you needed to say, so you said it. And
I was trying to get my shit off, and you... Do we really... And I'm like, okay, cool, well, here we go again with fuck my feelings.
That was not the intention.
Well, that's the way it comes off always.
Well, that was not the intention. I apologize.
Oh, that... God damn, 2 in one day?
Why can't you just let me apologize without making a big deal? Because it's gotta feel natural.
What the fuck? It rarely happens.
It's gotta feel natural. You can't do it every time because then it's not gonna be like, I don't know.
Well, nigga, if you're wrong all the time, you should.
Okay, then you should apologize too.
Nigga, I apologize for everything.
Apologizing and actually meaning it are 2 different things.
Hey, anyway.
You don't always mean it. You just be trying to do it to shut me up.
Literally.
Okay.
Yes.
Point proven.
All right.
Okay. That was kind of hard. Okay.
Yeah, you see, you know what I'm saying? Like my nigga, like you just sat here and told me.
I just proved your point, right?
All right, man. Hey, ways to prevent this shit. Yo, this episode crazy. We all over the place.
No, to have better communications on both sides, and both sides actually expressing what they want. I feel like in the beginning, I didn't express anything. I shut myself down.
Mm-hmm. So with the whole communication thing and, you know, actually listen to both sides, I would say before you and your significant other start arguing and things of that nature, take a step back and review what the fuck you guys are arguing about.
Take a step back and calm down so you think clearly.
Yeah, I would say that too. And
so you're not saying hurtful things.
Yeah, when you guys do come back and have the communication, actually listen to solve the problem, because at the end of the day, that's your partner. That's not your friend or anything. It's
not your enemy.
Yeah, that's your.
Because you want to be cool with your friends too.
Yeah, that's your sidekick. That's your salt to your pepper.
I'm dead.
But just take a step back and, you know, analyze the situation, because at the end of the day, what is the goal you guys are trying to reach together? And you guys going back and forth prevents you from reaching that goal.
Unless you're trying to take an hour-long episode of going back and forth.
And we still learning. We still learning.
We telling y'all to do not what we do, but you know what we do. What we say.
Do better than us.
Yes.
I got your back. So. Also would be.
Wait a minute.
No, you're good. It's still going.
Okay.
Another thing is being understanding, and don't take what the other person's saying personal. And I know that shit is hard because we just proved it in this episode.
Mm-hmm. We should have started with that part.
Hey, for real. Don't take everything personal, because, you know, like I said, like we're both we have very strong personalities, so we may come off very blunt to each other, and then it's like, shit, well, she attacking me, so I'm just going to attack her, and vice versa. And nothing ever gets solved when shit like that happens.
That, and sometimes you don't mean to say something in a certain way, and you took it all the way left, and then we over here at war.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah, we already discussed, like, taking a step back and, like...
So don't even say it.
Just reflecting. And I think another big thing, like, that helped us out was working out together.
Or find some, if you don't want to work out together. Because some people just, like, in the beginning, I feel like we always argued when we worked out together. So, I mean, like, if that don't work, find something that you both enjoy doing and do that together. And not just watching TV. That's not the same. You don't react. You don't really communicate. Well, you kind of do when you're working out, but not really.
I mean, it's different because, like, we're both trying to push each other.
And reaching goals and PRs and all that. And
just being encouraging. So, like, our thing is, like working out. Like, the other day, we're upset about... Yeah, they really are. But we were upset with each other about something. I don't even remember. And we're like, you know what? We're not even going to talk about it right now. We're just going to go to the gym.
We didn't even say it. First of all, I know you had left upset, and instead of me coming to you at all, I was like, I'm gonna wait for him to be cool, because I am not trying to sit here and have this whole blow up argument over something that's not even worth it. Mm-hmm. So I kind of was like, I kind of do, but okay. It was basically like, I'm gonna leave him alone, give him his space, because if I mess with him while he's upset, then he about to be out here trying to hurt my feelings, and I'm not even trying to do that. So I was like, I'm gonna leave him alone. And you're like, are we going to the gym? And I was like, I guess we going to the gym. After the gym, I was like, so you seem like you're in a better mood. Are we gonna talk about what we argued about? Because we haven't really talked. We just went at the gym.
Mm-hmm.
You were like, oh, I didn't really want to talk about it. I needed to release some stress first. And I was like, what? You taking a step back and not discussing something while you're angry?
Shut up. Shut your
But I mean,
ass
that works
up.
too.
Yeah, just find a hobby that you guys can enjoy together. It doesn't have to be working out. It could be anything.
And at the end of the day, remember your why. Why are we here? Why are we together? Why do we love each other?
Yeah.
And what are we building together?
Shit, a motherfucking empire over here.
Yeah.
That just
I had
sounds.
nothing
This
else.
nigga. Yeah.
I didn't know what to say. I didn't realize you was gonna say that. But yeah, so I mean that's all we got. That's all I got. That's all you got.
Yeah, that's all I got for this week's episode. And to answer the question, am I still attracted to you? You goddamn right I am.
What?
Yeah, of course.
Well, am I still attracted to you? Of course I am, because if I wasn't, I wouldn't be here, like I always tell you.
Yep. We in it for the long haul till the casket drop.
Yes. I don't want to think about that, but yeah.
Alright, so you ready for our positive affirmations?
I am never ready for this.
Yeah, because you don't think about me.
Because I be forgetting, like, because we don't be doing these once a week. We do these, like, almost every other day. So it's kind of hard to come up with stuff that happened the day before when we barely did anything, or...
Nigga, it's been like a week since we recorded.
No, not true. It's been a couple days.
Okay.
Hasn't it?
Nope. I'm not going to argue with you, but... Go ahead and explain the positive affirmation message.
Positive affirmations are nice things that we say to each other that happened in the last week or day that we really appreciate or notice that the other person was doing well.
And like always, I'm going to start off.
Can I just... Oh, you go first. I lied.
Yeah,
because I don't want mine to suck and yours be better. So.
Mine positive affirmation is your hard work in the gym.
Okay, because you kind of taken mine, but okay.
Yo, you just been really pushing yourself. Are you really flexing? Yeah, you just pushing yourself to go to the next level. Like, you're normally like afraid to push yourself. And I have to get frustrated, and I used to have to get frustrated and mad at you in order for you to actually eclipse and hit your new PRs and stuff. But now, like, nigga, you just, maybe I'm just getting on your motherfucking nerves and you just stressed. But now you just be just in the gym, just really hitting your PRs, and I love that. And I love the fact that we work out together. Like, I feel like that is just our thing. And it always has been. And it's crazy, like, that we be taking breaks from each other working out. Like, nigga, this is the best workout partner I've ever had.
What do you mean we take breaks?
Like nigga, like, we wouldn't be going to the gym all the time. Or, like, we'd be at each other's throat in the gym. And now we're taking the time to sit back and enjoy each other's company while also working out together. And I fucking love that shit. 2021 about to be crazy with us in the gym, though.
Thank you. No, I'm probably gonna say almost the same thing. Well, I was gonna say more along the lines of like, thank you for being more patient and pushing me in a more positive way in the gym. 'Cause I feel like before you would just be yelling at me, and then I don't want to work out no more. But maybe it's because you just think I'm doing better. I don't know. That's what you literally just said, or maybe I just heard that the wrong way. I just feel like you've been more patient, period, though, even not at the gym. I feel like I think you get me now, and I'm not so much of an asshole that you thought I was. Or whatever you call me.
Nah, I'm just more calculated.
The fuck does that mean?
I'm just more calculated. I'm starting to understand who I am more. And
I think that's part of why I'm doing better, too. My self-esteem is higher. My self-confidence.
yeah.
Except with them squats, because listen, I'm not trying to break a leg or something. So that shit.
I was gonna push your ass today. I was gonna throw on some 20.
I just wasn't.
25s.
First of all, I was already like fucking tired, and I was like, either I push.
This nigga would be calling me.
Your boyfriend.
Cut it out.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
On that note, please, after that comment, please still like, share, comment, and subscribe if you are not already subscribed to our YouTube channel. And also subscribe on Apple Music or whatever.
All podcast streaming platforms. That's all you gotta say.
All right.
And first of all, I don't have no damn
Apple Podcasts.
I don't have no damn boyfriend.
I be joking. Y'all know I'm joking. You know he don't know boyfriend.
Shit, I ain't got no goddamn boyfriend.
Anyway, like I was saying, please, 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 please share with others because we like to interact with people. We want to interact with people.
Yeah, and can y'all please interact with us? We just trying to build
all 10 of y'all.
Just trying to build something, you know.
We just want to build like a community. We always say this. We want to build a community of other couples or other people with like-minded people. You don't have to be a couple. You can still be a person that, you know.
Just trying to change and just trying to do better and just build something.
Right.
You know. And that's what we're trying to do, and we're trying to find more people that have that same mindset. So if you guys are those people, just let us know. Hit us up. We can, you know, pick each other's brains and, you know, be great together eventually. Yeah, but that concludes our episode. You got any more words?
Nope, that's it.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace.